All right, guys, we're back with round three, Edison Format, Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Yobani on the left playing Gladiator Beast versus Jimmy No Win on the right playing Crystal Seer Hero Beat. So it looks like Yobani's going first. Summon Laquari set 2. So Yobani's only third time he's been on the channel. He just got into Edison. You guys might probably recognize him with the SpongeBob sleeves, with the yellow sleeves. I like those sleeves. They're nice. Anyways, Jimmy attacks into the Laquari, and it looks like Yobani's gonna tag Laquari out, probably for Murmillo, I'm guessing. So Jimmy actually has not played Edison in a while. He has one win on the channel. He won and then he just stopped playing. But he did play a little bit of GOAT. He was actually my teammate in the YCS Las Vegas Ultimate Time Wizard 3v3. I sat next to him. He was my GOAT teammate. I've known Jimmy. He's one of my good friends. I've known him for years. He's went to Worlds twice. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds in 2014 and 2016. But he kind of stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a lot of the people who play Edison. Anyways, here Jimmy does shoots the cat. So Yobani's hand is Darius, a quest, Book of Moon. Let's see what he can do. Jimmy's got 2 back rows, and looks like he summons the Quest. Does Jimmy have Torrential? Okay, so he bottomlesses the Quest. So that probably tells me that Jimmy does not have Mirror Force. So let's see, attacks. Yeah, de-prisons the Murmillo. That's actually huge, because then you don't have to worry about Murmillo for the rest of the game. And also, this is one of Yobani's worst matchups. Actually, the last time Jimmy was on the channel, he did win with this very same deck, this Crystal Seer Hero Beat deck. And Jimmy here summons Alias. We'll see how. I wonder if there's going to be any rust on Jimmy's end. Like I said, he hasn't played Edison in months. And for those of you guys wondering, I have a finals playlist on my channel. You can go back and watch all the finals that have ever happened on the channel. Jimmy's should be on there the one time he made it. Anyway, I think the furthest Yobani's made it is top 8. This is only like his 4th tournament. Anyway, another book from Yobani after he dusts the Solemn. He runs over Alias, tags out Darius. So what's he going to go for? I mean, they're both kind of... I think Yobani... I guess they're even in cards, but Yobani's up 1 because he went first. So let's see, what will Yobani get? So he just gets a big 2100 Laquari. Hopefully he has a back row to protect the Laquari, because Jimmy can... He can out Laquari with Diva. Yes, that's what I was afraid of. Did he draw it or did he have it? I'm not sure. But anyway, he gets Gilman. So will you go for Catastor or Android here? So he's asking Yobani to cut. So let's see which one he decides to go for. He chooses Android. Oh, he's got another Diva. Oh, so he had both Divas. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Could Yobani have done something else? No, I don't think it mattered what he tagged out for. Right now, Yobani sets 1. So we're at 58 to 86. I wonder if not having Murmillo... Okay, summons Diva. So it's funny because people at my locals are afraid to play Frogs and Amaryllis because there's quite a few GB players, including Yobani, is now on the GB. There's another GB player. Another GB challenger approaches in Yobani, and now the Jimmy, I don't know how much Edison Jimmy's gonna play, but he really likes playing Hero Beat, so he's gonna be able to check those GB decks. And even the Sheriff Los, you guys saw him in the previous tournament. He's also dabbling in Hero Beat. I think now that the Ultimate Time Wizard in Austin is over, a lot of people in my locals, they're gonna just trying to have more fun. Whereas before, people were preparing for that tournament, so they were playing what they were probably gonna use at that event. Anyways, Jimmy double Android. Wait, does he gain? Oh, okay. I think he gains like 24, right? Yeah, because he gains... The first Android will gain 12, and the second one will gain 12. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And Yobani concedes. So Jimmy takes game 1. We'll see if Yobani can fight back. And again, this is I used to beat up on GBs a lot when I played Hero Beat. I think I only lost to it one time. And it was like a close 3-game match between me and Javi. Yeah, he beat me once because he drew insane. He like herked me really early, and I couldn't deal with the herk. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look up this card. Okay, Jimmy's reading it too, so I'm not the only one. It's not closed forest, ancient forest, right? Okay, here it is. When you activate this card, change any defense position monsters to face up attack position. Flip effects are not activated at this time. If a monster attack is destroyed at the end of that turn's battle phase. That's interesting. So it stops like you can just activate it and like negate Raikos and stuff. So if like and then Yobani with the anti-spell fragrance. I can't believe he has room for that card in his side deck because I would side that card if Dragon Turbo was like a dominant deck. That's like the only deck I really want fragrance against in Edison. But I decided not to side it because I feel Dragon Turbo is not popular enough to warrant that card. But Yobani has room for it. There was a time when we had a lot of Dragon Turbo players at my locals. But those guys mostly, like Dennis, they mostly play Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So they're not always there. Anyways, now Yobani sets a monster, activates Prisma again. They both got 4 back rows, but now Jimmy's spells are active. Okay, he's going to Geyseris him now if Jimmy doesn't have a trap card. Let's see. So he activates Rokeki Break to try and stop the Geyseris. So he discards Bubble Man, targets the Prisma. I've always been a fan of the way Jimmy plays. He's very like he plays pretty slow. Like he really thinks his plays out a lot. But he's not too slow either. Okay. Trust me, like I know Jimmy pretty well. I sat next to him at Vegas and we almost topped. We got 14th place at Vegas. We lost on the bubble. And unfortunately, it was top 8. Alright, so here, Yobani flip summons the Sam Knight. Here comes Bottomless from Yobani. Sorry, Bottomless from Jimmy. And he lets the Bottomless go through. Sets 1 and passes. So the alias could get destroyed. I guess he can like attack and then Gemini spark him. I'm guessing Yobani sided in that ancient forest against Jimmy. So he MSTs the E-Call, summons Cat, Pop Cat, get Tiger, and yes, Test Tiger, and what else will Yobani get? Is he gonna go for a Murmillo play? Doesn't he have the Bestiari in the graveyard? So he can go for a Geyseris. Oh, double Tiger, what? That's crazy, but he could lose to so much. I'm trying to think, what can Yobani do? Double Tiger, does he have Call the Haunted? It's the only thing that makes sense, right? Call? Yeah, he's got to have Call. You already used up your normal... Oh, Soul Taker. Chain Gemini Spark, hit one of the Tigers. Does he still gain the life points? Looks like Jimmy's not giving him the life points. Oh, never mind. He chooses the Ancient Forest. Hits him for 12. Okay, my guess is I've seen this happen to a few of the GB players. They draw the dead cat. I think he drew the dead cat. He had no more Sam Knights and no way to cat, so I think that's why he did this move. Is it worth it, or are you better off just leaving the Tigers in your deck? That's interesting. I think anti-spell is just not worth it. But I see his reasoning. Like, you can pop the spells. Like I said, the only deck I like that card against is Dragon Turbo. It's not like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh where you anti-spell your opponent and then you just win the game. You know, you kill them. They set all their spells and traps. But against Dragon Turbo, because I was thinking about siding that card against that deck. It's different because they'll set their spells and then they'll activate their spells and they'll draw more spells and they have to set them again. So they give you time. And then if you have a deck that can pop their spells like Black Wings with Icarus Attack or stuff like that, GBs. Okay, 71, 68. It looks like Jimmy activates E-Call. So will he use the effect to destroy? He's probably going to use the effect to destroy is my guess. But which one will he go for? So he doesn't really care about the anti-spell. So yeah, he has to chain it before because this is not target. So, and yeah, Yobani just concedes. He couldn't really do much. So congrats to Jimmy. Moving on. Jimmy's X1. This is what, round 3. So he has to win the last round to guarantee a spot on top 8. We had 4 rounds of Swiss. Now Yobani, he's slim chance to make it even if he wins the last round, but I hope you guys enjoyed that match. I think this is Yobani's worst matchup. And yeah, we'll be back soon for the rest of the tournament. Bye, guys.